It is officially hump day, 26th of June, here in Wyoming, Casper. Beautiful day, a little bit overcast, muggy. Been on the phone all day with my senatorial body. Most of which weren't aware of the repercussions and the wording in this bill that's coming into effect law on the 1st. So I have been yet again advising senators, and got a hold of quite a few of them today that thanked me for doing my civic duty and letting them know what was going on. So there you go on that. I also got a cheerleader over there in the Senate who, one of the two that voted no on the bill, cheering me on, being like, Jesus Christ, I hope you win. This is fucking heinous. She's throwing a fit. Hi there. How you doing today? Why am I going to be arrested? Hi, Skits. Well, Wyoming has an anti-hemp bill becoming law on the 1st. The wording in the bill actually makes hempcrete, pouring concrete for a foundation, illegal in this state, let alone my body butter that I use to counteract my neuropathy, as advised by several doctors in several states across this United States, for a federally protected fucking product that they're making illegal here in the fucking state of Wyoming. So as of the 1st, when the cops come rushing in trying to confiscate shit, I'm going to be standing here like this. You want to take this? You're going to have to give me a slip of paper. We're going to fight. Because that gets me a fucking ticket into a court of law, which is something I've been scratching at for a long fucking time since I stood down as top senatorial investigator because of a plot to kill off 3/4 of the fucking population, time-stamped all over social media. Get me into court. That's why. How you doing, Skits? I'm having a good day myself. Don't you worry about me. It's just a misdemeanor, brother. I used to face felonies before this little child was fucking born, just to legalize the stuff that I'm fighting for today. It's okay. We're going to get through this just fine. Half of the senators I talked to didn't even know that the shit was in existence, let alone what it did to the fucking legalization of hemp and CBD and very viable fucking medication in the state. So I know at the very least I caused a hell of a ruckus today because I got a hold of about 100 of the fucking senators and let them know just what hell's happening, who's here, and why. And they were like, oh, well, I wish you luck. I said, well, your constituents want you to fucking do something about it because you're going to lose millions. And you're like, yes, I'm getting a hold of Bill now. He's sole sponsorship of the bill. And that alone is a red flag in legislators or legislation, because normally a bill will be co-sponsored by a corporation or an entity or a group of lawyers who are actually fucking savvy in law, instead of a fucking senator writing the bill himself out of a fucking angry opinion. See, as I got this morning, no wonder the wordage isn't included into the bill as to why it became a thing. Because apparently there was an epidemic of underage minors purchasing this product from a store somewhere in southern Wyoming. Well, I asked the good senator, I was like, well, this whole kid drunk driving shit's got to go too, I said, did you take away beer sales across the state? How about tobacco sales? Because I know that's in violation every fucking day right here in Wyoming, but you're discriminating against my medication because some fucking kid went into some establishment that you should have took the license from. Instead, you're taking my medication from me. Not okay. Not the fuck okay. In anyone's book. And except for Bill got mad at me today. So I left him a message after he hung up on me, the guy that wrote the bill, and let him know that I don't give a fuck. I understand his opinion on the matter and his feelings, but his feelings and his opinion don't change the fact that I'm going to take the fucking fillings right out of his goddamn teeth when I sue him. Well, I'm just doing what I do. I'm standing in the way of progress. Yeah, no. So yeah, I've looked at this over the last couple of weeks, knowing all this, and I've come to one conclusion. I started this in North Carolina. Creator put me here, right? Why am I here now? I think to do something about this. How you doing, Jenna? Well, it appears that one Senator Bill Landon, 307-259-4194, has been the sole sponsor of a bill, SF0032, here in the state of Wyoming. It's heinously worded and makes my CBD Delta 8 body butter illegal. And as of the first, the cops are going to come in here, raid and take it. And then they're going to give me a ticket to 12 jurors of my fucking peers. That's what's going on. Simple. It makes it illegal, as the law is worded, to actually pour hemp concrete in the state, and it makes people's house foundations prosecutable. That's how heinous this fucking thing is. I do too. I have choice to take fentanyl or this, and I chose this. And the state of freaking Wyoming is trying to take that away from me and millions of their constituents, because a child was caught buying it illegally, even though there's prohibition against children buying it in the state or federally. Actually, how you doing, Patrick? There's actually the law in place keeping it out of children's hands, and they should have, as they do with beer and tobacco sales, punish the establishment that sold it to the child. However, they've elected in this case to take it away from everybody in the state, even though drunk driving by children happens all the fucking time and people die from that. They didn't take beer away from the state. They took CBD and Delta 8s away from the state, which is a viable medication. Even though beer hurts you, tobacco hurts you, that's still legal. How many fucking children buy tobacco and beer every goddamn day in the state of Wyoming? Comes to fucking mind. And why would you discriminate against my motherfucking medication? And you haven't done anything with that's just one standard of egregious on this bill. It discriminates against a viable medication versus horrible poisons that are still legally sold across the fucking state. So 12 people in a fucking jury are going to fucking be really pissed off by the time I leave fucking court, because they're going to have an eye full of fucking raw and a fucking earful of my fucking pain and suffering due to fucking Bill Landry's law. They're buying it even more now. Well, you know what? It's because a lot of people realize that they're not getting prosecuted for it, and it's actually a viable medication. And a lot of people here, I've witnessed people getting off of fentanyl and shit, using it. And I'm like, well, how can you justify this? And they can't. They can't. They simply can't justify it. It's on feelings. They passed this thing on feelings. And I was like, you know what I have to say about feelings, right? They don't change the fact. And the court of law is going to look at the fact. And it's cut and dry, pretty much. Yeah, and you can get it delivered to you in a federal mail. I can order it anywhere and have it delivered in the federal mail.
It'll be illegal though.
Well, I think Creator has put me here because I'm the perfect fucking guy to fight this right now. Why in the hell else am I in motherfucking Cody, Casper, Wyoming? I never even been to Casper, Wyoming before in my life, but I find myself here and in love with the place. I feel compelled to do something about it. So I want to let everybody know this is going down. In 5 days. Yeah, enough is enough. And I can do something about this. I'm in the position to. I've been put here by Creator's grace in a beautiful spot in the world to make money. And now all of a sudden, that's being challenged by a law. These people stop. There ain't no money coming in, right? So I'm all like, well, you know, let alone that. I like these people. I'd like to see them able to pay their fucking bills still. Yeah, dude. These people help people. And
They're trying to take that away.
Take it away. And you know how I feel about that. See, here's my feelings on it. I'm not leaving until the fucking bill does.
And if Raw has to go to court to do so, so be it.
Thank fucking God. If Raw has to go to fucking court to do so, thank God. I've been wanting Raw, and the fucking reason I stood down from fucking senatorial investigation to get into the court, just the fact that I'm going to introduce myself as such gets it into the court under record, under law, under legal record precedence. Well, then you can't tell me that I'm not here for a reason. I think I know why we're here in Casper.
Considering they're doubling down on it.
I mean, I am the FS and fucking perfect candidate for this job.
You also gotta love how half of those people.
I know my rights. I know the law. I used to advise senators on law and lawmaking, and I've been doing it all morning for free of charge. And letting them know I'm doing it this morning free of charge. But as of the 1st, I'm going to take my fucking money out of your constituents' ass. And I've put it on record that I notified you. So your constituents will know that you knew before it happened. I know how to hold an accountability to a fucking senator's head. And I certainly hope they do something about it. Now, here's the thing. Half of the ones I spoke to, like I said, they didn't even realize this shit was going on. And they seemed very upset about it and intent on doing something, whatever they can, about it. So we'll see what happens in the next 5 days.
The other half.
I'm not done.
Yes.
I'm about ready to start kicking and screaming.
The other.
I don't want to go to jail, but I will. I fucking will proudly and happily await my fucking 12 jurors also if I have to. It's that's what I love to do.
The other half wanted to know your address.
I love to challenge bullshit that hurts people, and this is bullshit that hurts people. And I am educated on the subject to the point that it's sickening. So I don't need a lawyer. I'm going to take this beautiful young lady in here and have her be my advisor in court. She's aware of the laws and the particularities of the law that I'm not, which is very helpful in court because I don't know the state laws. And she does, and she's already buffed out a few of them. But I want to hit them on every angle, not just one.
That's what you do.
So yeah, I think we're where we're needed, Judith. I think we're where we're needed. I agree. Hopefully, all good will come out of this, and they'll stop it before the first. If not, then that's my ticket to a jury of my peers.
You're gonna take it.
And I'm going to take it. The FBI hung up on me 3 times in one day right in front of Pollyanna because I was trying to get to talk to somebody about this bullshit that they've been doing. I have state troopers walk up to my window and be like, I am so sorry to pull you over today, Mr. Briggs. You have yourself a good day. Consistently throughout the years since I stood down as Senator's top investigator in North Carolina, I'm certain I'm on a no-talk list. I can't get anybody to talk to me.
No one official.
I'll bet you that jury and that judge will listen. Is this the way Raw gets into the public eye? Because this won't stay in a misdemeanor court if I go in there testifying. It has to jump.
Quickly. Things will escalate.
I don't think these people have had a chance to think it through properly. He's got a sonicare he uses. Oh, they
I
got
was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the loud noise.
they got some construction going on over here.
They're putting in an AC.
They're actually putting in an air conditioner for us. I didn't ask for one. You just decided it needed to happen. I love these people. They treat us so good. I'd be an asshole not to stand up and say something about this fucking law.
So you put a couple of other liquid mushrooms on your pipe.
I did.
Judith says great people, Eric, and so are you.
Another point about this law, which is really curious, the state is going to confiscate your A, add heat to it, chemically changing the product before they test it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Time out.
That's not what they said.
So you want to deboxylate a product to change it to another product so you have grounds to hit somebody with? That's kind of raunchy, man.
That's terrible.
There's all kinds of fucking laws against that shit, isn't there? You can't change a product and strike somebody legally for selling the changed product. That's insane. But that's literally how the law is written. That's because the state chooses to test it that way. Really. Who gave the state the right to change a product from a Tinker Toy to a yo-yo before it was fucking tested? That's insane. At best. Fixing evidence, yes. Tampering, yes. It violates huge amounts of laws, a whole rainbow of shit. Yes, ma'am. You can't debox and burn a fucking piece of paper to say that the store was selling ashes, because they're not. They're selling the piece of paper before you burned it. Now it's ashes. And they weren't selling ashes, they were selling the it's fucking insane. And Bob feels a certain way about it. That is, or Bill Landon feels a certain way about it. And he thinks that because the way he feels, it's going to be okay. I have news for Bill. That's not okay. That's evidence tampering. That's fucking manipulation. That's fucking entrapment. That's fucking heinous, and more so heinous than fucking I even thought about yet. I haven't even had time to delve on any of the depth of this insanity. I'm looking at the bill, and every time I look at something in the bill, it's a different level of insanity. I'm like, how did this even get into law? The wording in it is like, dude, are you fucking kidding? And this is over children purchasing it out of a fucking brick and mortar store. So they want to get rid of it completely. When children are purchasing fucking beer and driving around drunk and killing people every day, they didn't try and take beer away from the whole state, did they? Why? Why did they not? Beer causes more harm than fucking deltas.
Judith says they're that corrupt, or just how stupid they are.
Or just how stupid they are. Because of their feelings. Letter of the law, motherfucker. Not emotions. My emos tell me I need to stop it. I said, if you want to get rid of bath salts and shit that's eating people's brains, I'm behind you on that, bro. But you're not going to take my fucking medication that got me off of the goddamn fentanyl and the fucking hydrocodones and expect me to go quietly. Bad decision, Wyoming. Some of them are corrupt. Some of them some of them were completely unaware of it.
They're just puppets. Okay.
And I could tell by their reaction that they were like, what? Wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, here's the bill. And they went over it. I've had a couple of them get back with me and thank me for alerting me and doing my civic duty. Because I let them know I'm here to be arrested. And I'm giving you warning. It should be stopped before that happens. The wording in this thing is insane. Usually when you have a bill, a law, whoever sponsors it has a co-sponsor, which comes with their own lawyers and helps you write the bill. This motherfucker wrote it by himself. He has no co-sponsor. Nobody else is sponsoring this bill, just him. Out of the committee, judiciary committee. Because some kid bought it out of a store. I'm like, you're fucking insane. My entire life, children have been buying beer out of the store. Why didn't you make that illegal? We've seen states do that, haven't we? Counties within Kentucky are still fucking dry. But you can purchase it elsewhere and bring it into the county legally. Isn't that funny? And they can't arrest you for having it, but they won't allow sales of it in their county. That's how the law would have to be done. They can't arrest you for it, but they can stop the sales of it. And they're subjecting all the patients that get it in the mail, federally protected, to heavy fines and possible incarceration after several infractions of the law. So it's attacking the patient and the person that's selling it. It's fraudulating the evidence, and it's discriminatory. And that's just the beginning surface of this, let alone the HIPAA laws. This, in writing by several doctors, is what I should be using other than fentanyl. Fentanyl can kill you. It's all over the news. This doesn't. That's a violation of HIPAA law and human rights. How dare they? Is my big issue here, personally. I feel a certain way about it. But the good thing about the feelings is my feelings are based on fact. So I'm not worried about this. I'm just letting y'all know. It's coming to a head in 5 days. I also let the senators know again today, the whole list of them. And I've got he who sponsored the bill and his phone number and the information thereof that's pertinent to the bill and the number of the bill in case anybody wants to give that motherfucker a call about that. Because it's heinous. Just letting you know. You can look up, which I would expect you to do, is look up SF0032 before you call it anybody. Read for yourself what it says. It's heinous. Anyway, this morning's newscast prompted me to get back on the phone and let them know that your police are threatening to take my body butter. I'm going to have a serious personal issue with it if they do. I'm physically in Casper, Wyoming, awaiting an appointment with my fucking 12 peers. Because we're going to discuss this at length. I've also let them know there's 8,700 people live watching this every day. At least 5 to 6. And a lot of you do give a fuck. That's the thing here. None of you are seem to be afraid of corporations or their secrets.
But why are you afraid?
Yeah, well, I mean, the folks over here aren't passive. They're actually invested in this because we're changing the fucking world. And that's just the way that is. That's why I hold accountable everything that I do with your donations and everything, so you know where it goes. I've live cast you every fucking step of this way, and everybody knows everything that happened, good and bad, on this last year and a half. I've been escorted out of one building. I was berated by one preacher, and 300 and some other odd tribes and dozens of preachers have accepted this message with smiles and gratefulness in their heart. We've done good, and with your help, we have changed the world more than I've seen anybody else trying to. And I thank you for all that. But that's who they're fucking with over here. Somebody has actually found worth in humanity and bettering instead of greed. and fucking striving over each other, and I'm not making millions of dollars off your fucking donations. It's all been put out in the gas and the fucking tires and the bearings and the fucking parts and pieces. And I, as Exhibit A, have been contributing just as much, as let alone not driving, but I mean monetarily. Every dime I make goes into the RV and or feeding me and them. I don't ask for donations for food or to feed Chico like every other channel in the world does. They live off of your donations. That's not what I do. We put them towards fucking good cause. That's what I got. That's different than everybody else I've ever witnessed. We're actually doing stuff that's good for humanity, and I appreciate your help.
Part says you ain't having fun until you piss the preacher off. LOL.
That was fucking probably my favorite visit. Just because of the reaction of his parishioners, who again were older than him and older than me. They were interested because I spoke loud enough. Everybody in the fucking room heard me about the moon. Have you noticed our moon's doing different tricks? Oh, get out of here, you fearmonger! It's like, you can't say anything about what I was preaching. I said, I don't know anything about what you're preaching, dog. I'll talk about your moon, man. You and Jeebus out. Jeebus is coming back, he kept saying. I was like, okay, well, have a good one, dude. He was one of those guys, and I just don't waste my time with that shit. If he wants to freak out, kind of like Mr. Eagle, hate, spew hate, Magna Carta, bad color guy. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm pink. I'm not that white guy that you hate. I don't know what to say. But I mean, most of the people along this journey have been absolutely fucking wonderful. And I've had so many conversations for an hour to 9 hours. Did you want to talk? You're making it really difficult for me again. I'm trying. Numerous people from fucking 20 minutes to fucking 9 hours of conversation and fucking processing information have happened hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times across this nation in the last year and a half. And sometimes we meet with 7 or 8 fucking wisdom holders and or elders because Creator put us in the right place at the right time to do that. And everybody got goosebumps and stuff. This has definitely been a good thing. It's been very grueling on this end. I'm glad that I'm glad we're done with that. I'm really grateful for the information that we've learned in doing it. The next step, of course, is to do something about the information that we've learned. And I fully intend to do that. And that's what I sat down here to start doing. I've got our first injection of EULA from the week of work that I put in. This week has been very sparse. I gave myself a concussion, sitting up too quickly in bed, and ran into the cabinet at full speed. Laid me back down. For even yesterday, I only made a couple pieces. Today, I've been on the phone with all my senators. I've made nothing. Again, I'm not going to worry about it because I've come to the realization that the reason I haven't done nothing is because I came to the realization that I've been actually put here to do something about this because it's going to benefit millions of fucking people. And it's an easy thing to do. It's not going to hurt. It's if it goes into fruition, just the challenge of it doesn't make them fold, then I'll be in court with Ra. And my knowledge as to why I stood down and my proofs over the years on the social medias that is totally court admissible. I've wanted my day in court since I stood down.
Now you just might get it.
Is this the way it happens? We'll see. I really don't know. You got 5 days, man.
Gotta say,
So I'm
doesn't
gonna,
seem to be happening.
I would love an opportunity to show a judge all this empirical evidence I have, and a jury. Of course, I'm waiting for 12. I'm not going to go to see a judge. I see 12 and a judge, and get it out there. That's 13 in there. I'll be sharing information if they pull me into court over this. Dear God. And then it'll be easy to lay libel suit against fucking Wyoming. That's something she could do.
She was thinking about doing it too.
She used to run shit like that before she came here.
She's thinking about doing something like it too.
Yeah. Well, I know. We're going to work together. Watch. She's really knowledgeable on this subject, and it doesn't even take as much as she has in her little pinky finger to do away with this shit. Is what I'm saying. She's well qualified to handle.
Judith says, can he pull the bill before July 1st?
Even though they're out of session, they can try. They can make a better effort than they did this morning. They reworded the bill from 0.03 to 0% tolerance, making the act of pouring a fucking hemp concrete foundation illegal. It would be illegal for your foundation to be made out of hemp. They could fine it on the first $800 if you didn't get rid of the damn thing. A fucking doubled fine and then jail time.
Got 5 days notice to take
You gotta be kidding me. And the senators don't seem to understand that.
Judith says, oh my God.
I know. Dude, this is so heinous. It's going to be so easy to beat down from any one number of avenues.
Oh my gosh, I can't feel it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, good. I think that's one of the ones you gave me that I only took one of and it's still sitting in the refrigerator. They're good. Hi, Lily.
Lily Blitz says, I vote to dissolve all idiot governments.
I do too. I think we should hire kindergartners to be in our Senate. I vote for little 6-year-old Jimmy and Julie to lead the country.
Bubble hour.
They truly wouldn't be working against us with intent. So no matter what they levied upon us, I think we'd be better off than what is today.
Bubble hour.
Bubble hour. I mean, of course they'd have to have parental supervision. Welcome back. Well, I was actually reading Nellie's farm announcement coming across my hoop deal. Well, thank you. Yeah, that would be great. Potato farmers update. That's interesting. Funny potatoes come up in my life so much lately. Oh, I'm holding you.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
I just suffered a head injury a couple days ago. Don't make me aggravate.
I mean,
know what I'm doing. Where's my chat? There it is. I don't want to see me. Yeah, see, and that That doesn't work for me, Judith. I think the kids wouldn't have the intent to harm us. Exactly. I'd even pay more taxes for less harm by the government. Stance on it and prohibition and all kinds of different things. I let him know every damn thing why I stood down. And he's like, I understand you're burning to want to get into court. He goes, I really appreciate you sharing this information with me, because apparently he's one that was aware something was going on, but he wasn't quite sure what.
That's crazy how they snuck this bitch in.
And he's like, just like everybody else spoken to, he knows the crops that are dying. He's been trying to figure out why. And his response, the same thing everybody, all these nations that I've spoken to. Oh, that makes so much sense. I said, boy, they're playing. I know, right? When you get that from a senator, it's all right.
So that was one of the senators that voted no.
Yes, yes. And we had a good talk. So he has wished me luck on my avenue of challenging the bill. He's working on making it right in the legislative house. So there are several more than 8 now on the side of right in the state of Wyoming. Crazy. I just got to tell a senator why I stood down in the whole story about the fucking tribes and everything. It was great. Dude, I appreciate you putting my shit together. He appreciated me for my time and my efforts and letting him know what's really going on. We got a family, you know. And like I said, not all of them know, like Davis, the detail. But he knew something was going on to the point that my insane rant put his puzzle together, just like fucking talking to the natives. They knew the grain was dying. They didn't know why. Same
Makes
there.
more sense.
It went really well. I'm full of it today. All right. What? We got 16 minutes to the magic hour. So the access and possession of my viable medication over 50 states being brought into question by the Wyoming legislators. Been speaking with them today. I've had some very pleasant conversations. A couple of exciting ones. Bill got mad at me for challenging his bill. I think his name's Bill, right? Bill Lander. That's the guy. Bill Lander. He's the guy. He wrote the bill himself, you see, out of emotions. And it's not a very legal bill. The way it's written, it's heinous. And I have agreements of several of the fucking senators now that have pointed these things out. and a couple of them that knew it before I called. Real nice conversations today.
You got the phone right there. I have to chat too.
Hmm?
You got the phone right there with the chat.
Well, that's that. I'm gonna do something right now that, as of the 1st of July, will be made illegal in the state of Wyoming. Or many, well, not many. A couple of states have tried and failed because of the fact that you can actually get it in the federal mail. And you can't make shit like that illegal. That's just entrapment and all kinds of stuff like that. It's horrible. And they want to deboxylate it, which I'm going to show you how to do here in a minute, which actually takes the THC and converts it into THC, converts it into active THC, which isn't THCA, which is what the store sold. So if you want to take THCA and convert it with heat and then test it, you're actually changing the product to something else chemically through the induction of heat. See, I'm an alchemist and I understand heat and elemental reactions, and it changes the product that the store sold. So how are you going to strike the store for selling this when they actually sold this and the state tampered with the evidence to make this? I think I'm done over here. I ain't even going to talk about everything else, do I? They want to deboxylate this and turn it into a different product and hit the store and the owner of said product for this, when in fact it's this in question. What the fuck is that besides tampering with evidence? Hi, Sparkles. How you doing? Yeah, all I have to do is challenge the wording and the common sensibility of the fucking. It's self-incriminating. The bill itself is like making it legal to tamper with evidence, and I'm like, that's. I don't care how you feel about that. That's tampering with fucking evidence. I don't care how many underage children see out of a fucking brick and mortar establishment. How many children purchase beer every day from a brick and mortar establishment? Nobody tries to take away the beer, do they? That's a lot more harmful than Delta 8. I can prove it in a court of law. Ready to watch? I'm going to bring my buddy, Ra. God's sake, and the reason I stood down from Senator Davis and see what we can work with that while I'm testimonying it. Yeah, that'll be topic one. Because, regardless of censorship, I've got that shit timestamped long before it began on other social media than this one that I can use in a court of law to prove I knew it was coming. I've got years of I knew it was coming, timestamped, several different places, recorded in video form, all admissible in court. Every insane rant you've ever heard me say that came true, admissible in court. Love you, Glenn. Yeah, they done pissed me off again. And I found myself in the spot Crater needed me to be in, and this little punk ass can feed himself. I'm no longer wiping his ass, so I can do something about this. Well, you should take in fucking Raw and my evidence. It's, I mean, seriously, they want you in court, fucking go. Prove corrupt. I'm going to watch. If they let me in, I'm gone, man. I literally just spilled my guts to a fucking senator that voted against this law. I said, well, hey, check it out. This is why I stood down. I told him why I stood down. I said, this is what I've observed. Why your plants are dying. He's like, wow, that makes sense. Kind of like the natives we were speaking to. Wow, that makes sense. Of course, because he knew. He didn't know the whole plan. He thanked me profusely. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts. I appreciate everything you've told me, and it's going to benefit. I was like, well, dude, he goes, I'm limited what I can do as a senator, but thank you for the information, for God's sake. Anyway, that's where we're at today. I've spoken with a couple of them, two that voted against the bill today, and they're wishing me luck on my avenue of stopping this. And I pissed off one guy that wrote the bill, Landon, which was fun, because he hung up on me like a real mature senator does, and I knew, of course, I would be getting the voicemail. He'll listen to it probably 3 or 4 times. He might even turn it into the state capitol police and see if it was a threat. I've seen that before. But no, I told Billy, I said, you know, Bill, this is a problem. I understand where you're coming from with your emotions on this bill, but it doesn't change the facts. And the facts are what the court's going to look at. And I'm going to see the fucking teeth, or the fillings right out of your goddamn teeth, man. Coming for you, Bill. Your bill's going to go down. I said, is it going to take Wyoming with it? I said, this is heinous, Bill. You be all hanging up on me like that. What the hell, man? I'm calling with a peace offer. You want to get all emotional because a couple of teenagers bought some fucking weed from a store? I said, Bill, you taking the beer? He hung up the phone on me. I was like, what the fuck? More kids buy beer than fucking cannabis every day. So are you fucking kidding me? You taking the beer?
Click.
I thought it was a legitimate question. Well, you know, Sparkles, that's just what we do. I ain't gonna sit down quiet for this one. It came to me, you know. Look, dude, you used to face felonies when there was no fucking medical anywhere. And I faced felonies in every state I went in lobbying for it. I even begged for a felony a few times in them. Then he kind of changed the way I had to do things. Well, he's 19, completely capable of feeding himself. He's in an amazing spot. And I'm the guy that started this fight. Is that a coincidence? Crater put us here? You know, I wasn't looking to be here. And all of a sudden, there's a reason for us to be here in this amazing spot. I mean, somebody rang the bell. The bus is parked. I just drive the bus, remember? I don't dictate where it goes. We hit red dots. Well, this was one of them.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. I'm starting to recognize a clear path when one's laid in front of me finally. Listening to that fucking inner voice talking about, dumbass, this is a misdemeanor you're facing.
You faced worse.
This is going to get you in court in front of 12 people to talk your fucking head off. Let's do it. I'm excited. My fucking nipples are hard.
Happy 420.
Happy 420.
19.
I'm sweating.
16.
I'm so excited. 5 days.
5 days he's in court. Wait 7 years.
This is, I've been begging for this. I'm like, please God, get me into a court. And then all of a sudden, boom, this is a misdemeanor that is right up my fucking alley anyways.
Do-do-do.
I'm like, okay. It's kind of like waking up in the morning a year and a half ago being like, I wonder how many times I'm going to get punched in the eye today when I tell these tribes what I got to say.
Now it's senators.
Now all of a sudden, we're here in the same, I'm all like, thinking to myself, what the fuck? And then it comes to light to me, dude, it's a fucking misdemeanor. Both feet on it. I'm gonna jump. And when they come in here on the 1st, I'm gonna be like this. Oh shit.
Throw it in the trash.
I'm gonna be like this. How you doing? Howdy, officer. Having a good day?
Do you see this?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Join. You don't want that. You don't want that. We'll see it live. I'm gonna be here 7 a.m. 6:30. 5 days.
They've had a 5 day.
That's your announcement.
Weekends.
You'll get others over the next 5 days. I'm gonna let you know. 5 days, we're gonna be here live. I'll leave the phone here when they take me away.
Pointed at the door.
I'll wait. Bye, Lily. Oh yeah, well yeah. I intend to talk this head right the fuck off in the middle of court for the whole world to see. 12 jurors and a judge. I ain't opting for anything less. Which means if they won't allow me a jury by some kind of, for a misdemeanor, I'll step it up. Will get me arrested. That's 3 or 4 times down the road. I can find enough Delta 8 to get me arrested 3 or 4 times. I'll get into court with the jury.
You'll find a way.
I'll find a way. I already know the way. That's what I do. I look at the law and I'm like, here's my way in. If they disregard it because I'm on a misdemeanor or a fine, which they shouldn't, they should allow me a jury if they want to fucking, that's my right. But some counties, segment does. I may have to step it up. It's still a misdemeanor. They can't charge me with anything federal. Funny.
fam.
I'll take it.
Walk up with your body butter like 3 or 4 off different officers in one day.
That's something. Yep.
Oh, this is your 4th charge. You're under arrest.
Well, let's do this. I know how to do that. Come on, get him behind.
He just says 420.
At 420, everybody.
Can't wait.
To all of you self-medicating rather than taking poisonous medications like, fentanyl and cowboy heroin, this bud's for you. And so is this stance I'm fixing to make here in about 5 days.
It's funny. I'm gonna go get arrested on 1st of July and come back in time for the 4th of July. I believe, right? It's July.
Yes. Yes, you got the dates right.
Be back by the 4th of July. Watch some fireworks. As the law is demolished. Retracted.
No, it shouldn't take long.
Mm-hmm.
On several avenues of argument.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw the book at them. Like they say. Like, fuck, man. This whole thing's a spiteful, evil, vile thing at the heart of it in your face. It has nothing to do with law or legality or helping anybody in the state. It's all about this one guy and the way he feels about shit. And it's worded like that. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
It's not cool.
You're cool with the bath salts, but you want to get all over the fucking Delta 8s. Hi. People suffering from cancer need this shit. They don't need the bath salts, they need this shit. What the fuck?
You did that.
Bill? His name is Bill Landon. There's his phone number.
Lily Blade says head injuries may
You
cause
ask him
poor
what the fuck,
incidents
I don't know.
or decisions.
Decision. You know, I've heard this, Lily. However, I'm feeling pretty good today. My nipples are hard. Want me to show you again? That's
You can't wait.
challenging me.
He can't wait to get arrested for unlawful means.
Well, who better to do this? And why would Creator in all the world dump me in the oasis that I'm at in the middle of Casper fucking Wyoming? With these. Okay. You've met Waxahachie boss John. We've all met him.
Lily Blade says yippee medical excuse for stupidity.
Yes. Well, look at my bosses here. They're fucking amazing people. I love them. And I mean, Crater honey trapped me or honey potted my ass with them in the shop here. I'm honey potted into this by Crater. I'm starting to see where I don't have much of a choice. I started this fight in North Carolina. Actually, I started this goddamn fight with Jack Harry in California. But I mean, the hemp in specific, particular, because of Aunt Angel in North Carolina. Is my tax advice people that keep calling. That wasn't a senator. I'm gonna hang up on either that. Somebody in Colorado keeps calling me for my extended warranty and or tax debt relief. And I asked him the other day, I was like, what tax debt do I have? I said, are you kidding me? I don't have tax debt. What's poverty line? 23,000 for family of two? I haven't showed 13 since he was born. So every time they audit me, I get, well, I've never been audited. I have filed for taxes a couple times, and they give me like $3,200 a year. Back years. The IRS don't want to look at me. If they come at you, you get 7 years of back taxes, which would be a huge amount of money. Because I've been sole custody of this boy forever, and I've never asked them for my fucking child credits. They owe me money. These people shouldn't be calling me. She's like, oh, we found that you probably have some cash. I was like, take me off your fucking list. The IRS gets a hold of me. They got my number. Fuck. You kidding me? Well, I'm old. So I'm starting to see the intent here. How you doing, Walter? See why they're calling me? I'm on to them. I've never had a warranty on my vehicle that I don't have anymore. They keep calling me about. I'm like, I sold that fucking thing 2 years ago to help pay for the generator that I'm using today. I never had a warranty on that motherfucker to begin with. I really didn't. It was a fucking old car. Why are you calling me? Like, we're talking to you about your extended warranty. What extended warranty? Crazy person. You're going to give me a discount. Fucking love it, man. I ain't that old. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a scam. Fuck, are you kidding me? But it makes you wonder, who are these people on the phone doing this to you? This is fucking crazy. People are sick in the head. And there's companies out there paying people by the hour to do this? Is that what's going on? Really? What the fuck? And they're taking away CBD. I'm getting calls from people wanting to sell me warranties on cars I don't even have. That's okay. Have I seen the moon? 2 nights ago, actually. Yes, I saw it rising almost due north. Late in the evening. Like it's on the waning side of things. I haven't been up that late since, because it's getting later now that it's rising. It should be in the sky, to mid-morning at least, I imagine. Have you seen the moon? No, when they call, Jesus saves. Oh shit, Lily, you lost me. Who be calling? And who be Jesus saving? He ain't saved me. I gotta accept him as my Lord and Savior, and I got his head in my RV. I don't know how to do with that because I put my foot on it all the time. I be rolling it around. Him and his uncle fucking Yahweh. I got a beef. Just being real. Oh, rant for him. Jesus saves. Nah, I ain't got that kind of time or energy. I'd have her cash at me some shit. I'd be threatening her. Trying to sell me stuff. Next thing you know, she's cash apping me money. Man. I'm so sorry. So it works. I don't want to present that kind of terror. Like Biden. I mean, like, that's not on purpose. Come on, man, that's scripted. Anybody in the world would look at me and be like, Grandpa, get off the stage. Everybody's seen senility. They're presenting it as a parade. Since the beginning of this, I mean, who has any question that the man's been suffering from being old? We all do this. The same thing. We've seen it in our own family and friends and stuff. We've seen this. We've seen what's going on TV. That's not on purpose. It is. They knew they were going to get the voters to vote for the guy because he wasn't Trump. They do that red and blue thing. And they put old Joe up there. He wasn't quite as bad as he is now, of course. 4 years later, that motherfucker's deteriorated quite a bit. And I believe it. Look at healthy people. Look at Obama. Obama was a young man. He went in there 4 years, boy. He's gray as fuck. He's stressed out. Let me tell you something. Joe went in there not even knowing how to tie his shoes real well every day. Now he don't even know he wears shoes. And it's evident to, the layman, the fucking child can look and be like, oh, something's wrong with Uncle Joe. But nobody's doing anything but the same thing they did with Reagan. Who's running the country? Is it Nancy? Just say no and all that. No, it wasn't Nancy and it wasn't Ronnie in the first place. We all know that. It's a sad show. Biden's wandering around the stage, putting it in their face that he's not leading the country. Nor in little Vatican does that. Yahweh, the guy who occupies North America still to this day, under Mesa number 2. It's fucking mind-bending. Wondering if the Hopi knowledge, they understand who he is in the Mesa. Do they understand who the fuck he is to the Catholic Church? That's the next burning question I have when I get to Second Mesa. That's going to be the first question I ask. Am I finally bringing you something you didn't know? I don't know. We'll see. Right? We do this together. But that's how I'm approaching this next phase of our fucking adventure together. If we still have our mind. That's my intent. I just drive the bus. But I think that intent was set in my heart by creation. And I have a good idea where we're going. That's Second Mesa. And that's the first stop. Now is the time to see the Havasu when I leave here. I'm just posing a question as I leave. As I always do. And then find out, yeah, we do. And they know better than to ask me where I got it from now. At first they said, where'd you get that? We don't even tell our own people that. But, yeah. Those are our deepest secrets. I read them on the wall that you wrote in Egypt. That's what I told her. That's the Hopi tribe. I said, you just spelled your name different. I said, what? She's like, oh, that. Stuart needs to sticky notes everywhere. White boy got information. Shouldn't have.
Yeah, you wrote it on a wall in the language of physics. Over here. I read it.
Spark of need to know. You be good. You have a good day. Who?
My brothers.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Congratulations on getting older.
Yeah, for real. You probably already had it. You will? Okay, all right, good. Okay, sounds good. All right.
Excuse me, fucking do. What do you do?
Nothing's been said. It looks like.
Oh. Yeah, we were talking about Biden and the moon, and I got distracted. I said, spark of question. The spark of need to know develops a question, rather, at the origin, doesn't it? It's all about the intent.
You know, even though they say it goes behind it,
All right. So I have just, wow. I put hours in on the phone today. I just put another 20 minutes in on the phone.
You can't wait.
Oh yeah, I ain't even reached that. I'm just full of what happened today
Mm-hmm.
because of all the interaction and the intent feeling between these senators. I felt one of them, Bill here, he got a little upset and they spilled the beans, which the wording isn't attached to the bill as to the origins of the bill and why it became a bill in the first place, which is a normal thing. It's not something that makes it illegal, but normally they attach wording to a law as to like what initiated said law. That's not included here. Couldn't find it anywhere. And had the good senator admit to me today that it was because some minor children had purchased some from a shop somewhere in Cody, Wyoming. Not Casper here, of course. See, she IDs everybody. Before he hung up on me, was that the initiation of the bill, which has been something I've asked all the senators. It is what, because the wording is not attached to the bill.
Have a good day.
They don't tell why this law is even here. So
His name is Kush.
come to find out, it's because there was an epidemic of minor children purchasing this THCA out of brick and mortar establishments. And I was like, well, then take away the beer. Click. So I felt like, this is the guy that wrote the bill. So I felt like the need to remind him that I understand how you feel about this, but it doesn't change facts, how you feel. And the court's going to look at the fact. I'm going to take the fillings out of your fucking teeth. You're rude. That's just like a 5-year-old senator hanging up on me because he didn't like the answer.
That's so babyish.
And it turns out like a lot of the senators I spoke to were not aware either of the bill in its entirety or the actual wording in it and how heinous it was, because they're like, well, wait a minute. That's
Yeah.
not. And 8 of them, well, 2 of the ones that voted against it I spoke to, and they're all for it. The guy I just spoke to, he's an Asian. I can't remember it right off the top of my head, but I remember he's an Asian man. That's his name, and he sounded very Asian. So he says, call me back if you need anything. You let me know. And he's the one that I told exactly why I stood down in the bunkers and how safe Seamus would be in them, and where he could find the time-stamped evidence that I've been saying for too many years. I gave the exact day Trump signed it over the Peacetime Acquisition Act, put us into lockdown, basically martial law, medical for the last event I can't speak about over here, and then what was going to happen with the mark of the beast. Because you have, on a totally separate topic, your heart has this nerve sac around it that contains your memories and your emotions. And they started discovering that when they started transplanting hearts. Because people would have memories and emotions they couldn't
I've
explain.
heard of that. People with eyes too. Eye
So
transplants.
medically, they started looking, and that neuron system right there is a small brain. It's kind of funny. It centers around your magnet, your soul, to kind of connect your body and your soul to communicate to the creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would want to fuck with that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Right. You're right.
They wrote it like they would. The mark of the beast. It separates you from your ability to speak to the other magnets. And you can't control your emotions anymore. The days of madness come into effect. The Vatican's vile what they do to the world. And it's so evident once you see from a senator that it ain't no joke. So I told their senator, and he thanked me for the information because he knew something was going on, but he wasn't sure.
Hello,
Hey.
how are you today?
Oh, usual.
And, so he also stated the obvious. He's Senator Obvious. He can only do so much as a senator, but he's eternally grateful for the information I gave him. It's going to help people, he said. And he said, I'm limited to what I can do. I understand that. I used to advise y'all, and I stood down because there's no changing that. Well, I found a way, I think. We'll see how that works. I know I didn't find a way. The way was pointed out clearly by our creator. What needs to happen. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I got to put the ball in their court first. But I'm financially and stability as far as that fucking RV goes, not ready. Before I leave here, I am to replace every fucking bearing on that rear end and replace a alternator. Oh yeah, I'm doing the job myself. I just got to do it. And then I got to have the gas money and milk money to sit up there for a couple months with my boy. So I do intend to stay here and make my money. Because that's way too much to depend on the few people who've been donating. It's going to take quite a few thousand fucking dollars. Because I got a lot of miles to travel. I don't see blowing glass too much and selling glass out that region because it's just not been something that never happened. Not until we get down into deep Arizona down there with our friend's Freedom, Skywatcher, and his wife. Miss Cheyenne. She tackles cows. She's a fucking awesome lady. Fucking strong woman. Good catch, Mike. Be careful, bro. She got mad at a cow for headbutting her. She had it all hogtied. I was like, oh, fuck. Don't fuck around with Cheyenne, man. She's gonna beat your ass. Dog tight. Like a fucking cow. I'm smaller than the cow. Like, girl beat my ass, man. Fucking stomp on me. Be done. Crying and shit. I don't want to piss her off. That was fucking awesome. Ah, shit. It's getting overcast over here. It's like a lot of waves in the fucking sky today. A lot of Cherenkov on deck. Even when it's like overcast, and I like the scenery here. They did a real good job lining up that walkway with the fucking turtle and turtle over here. That's a sea turtle on the right. I mean, we've seen this across the nation, big and small. The one behind, there's a, oh, shit. Where are we at? Right there. Sea turtle on that end. And then on this end, you got your box turtle. And there's the walkway in between the two. There's your sea turtle. This one here is just the walkway mount in front of it. Kind of obscuring the actual design of the repeated over here behind with the sea turtle and the walkway. And up here with the same in the pyramidal up top. They've been doing that all across the nation. Big ass mountains and fucking mesas from here to Utah to Arizona. Repeating that design. We drove over a couple. 10,000 feet. You know, I've been wondering if you guys were in chat. I see there's quite a few people here, but nobody's talking. And I'm wondering why am I? I could be listening to Pandora. Love you, Lily. Oh my God. YouTube censorship is murder. You know, they censorship doctors and all kinds of people that knowingly had the right information, admittedly censoring the right information. How many lives would have been saved if that censorship hadn't happened? Just a point blank question. That's not any kind of medical advice. That's asking YouTube, what the fuck are you doing? Censorshiping my chat. As if you have a fucking leg to stand on. You can type it. Here, I'll give you a second to think. I'm just staring at the floor quietly while you make your mind up. Fucking assholes. Nothing from the Google team. Go fuck yourself. How you doing, Spark? Yeah. Well, you know, if I ever do get this one struck, that's where I'll be. I'll set up on Seamus's computer if I have to. I don't know. We'll figure something out. to make it my phone able to do it, and I can read your chat and all that shit. It just makes it really tough on my phone to run Rumble. It has a hard time keeping up with everything. No, I don't know if they're actually having problems with their algorithms, because, I mean, look at the views, Lily. I know that's not all subscribers. I was a senator's investigator that stood down because of a plot to kill all y'all. And I've been so accurate over the years, it's scary. And you got a blue fucking name because you done looked and been like, damn, this white boy ain't crazy. Nah, I ain't. Don't let the hair fool you. I might be crazy, but I used to advise your senators, and they told me how safe my son would be in this bunker because y'all be dead. And that's the truth I got. And funny that they're letting people look at it. Yeah, I did try to knock myself out. It's so fucking, I feel kind of embarrassed about that one. But, you know, I had to share it with you because, yeah, good and bad, y'all got to know what the hell I'm up to. Because you've all helped get us here. And even if I don't want to turn off my Pandoras and come in here to YouTube, I do. But today I've been on the phone with all the senators of the beautiful fucking state of Wyoming. And I really don't want to litigate against them. But, I mean, if I have to, I have to get the fucking law accused. It shouldn't even have to go to that point. I've alerted a lot of senators today that didn't understand what was going on to what's going on and where the wording is wrong. And they were like, oh, shit. And I think it's not going to be a problem, but we'll see in 5 days. And it doesn't have anything to do with me knocking myself in the head. I had decided that already. I just wanted to officiate that they made a double down this morning, claiming 0% THCA instead of 0.03 as industrial allows for. They just went all balls out with 0 and said that they'll be confiscating everything on the 1st. The police were all foamy lipped on the TV news. And I was like, well, fuck, that's fucked up. So they actually made it illegal to pour industrial hemp concrete for a foundation to a home here, which is a superior fucking product. And I'm imagining they have thousands of homes already poured with said contaminant. And that makes every home sitting on a hempcrete fucking platform subject to heavy fine and imprisonment upon the state level of this law coming into effect on the 1st of July. And that's how heinous it is. It doesn't allow any of this except for nicotine on the shelves. Period. So they'd be down to nicotine vapes. Period. And I'm going to be happily standing in my workspace with my body butter and try my damnedest to get in front of a fucking court of my peers so I can share with them a tale of government oversight. You know what's funny? All day Seamus has been trying to tell me, put it on your head, put it on your head. I was like, nah, man, it's silly. I just get it in my hair. It ain't gonna help a brain injury. So I put it on my head. Some of the pain went away from the headache. And I feel my cognitive abilities are much more on today than they were today because I had a lot of senators on edge of seat listening to my legal rhetoric that I kind of spewed forth from my heart without flutter. It went well. I had a good day, but I haven't got a goddamn thing done in the shop. Hey, John Jules. Coincidences. I know, that's Lily going to court too. Nice. And you don't know what the case is about yet. You know, I've always been the kind that, you know, if I get in there and I find out the case is something that I'm like actually interested in, I'll try to get on the jury. You know, that's cool. But if it's like anything I'm not really interested, I mean, if it's fucking out and out murder or whatever, you know, I don't want to get on it. But if they're prosecuting somebody for something, I'll sit on that jury. If it's the state prosecuting somebody for something minor, I'll sit in on that. I don't want to get involved in that fucking murder shit. If the motherfucker murdered the motherfucker, they're going to be getting able to guilty from anybody. You just got to prove it. Yeah, against the people, absolutely. Well, it's yeah, exactly, Judith. You're not wrong. Yeah, no, I mean, jury of my peers. It's only for a misdemeanor. I've faced felonies to legalize with Jack and everybody else in states that there was no medical anything. And this is hemp. This one I got federally legalized because it's viable. It's the Delta 8s are much more beneficial as far as the medicine goes. It's a lot more mild, etc., etc., etc. There's so much fucking, you know, I like, one, I haven't had to suck on my Delta 8 pen since I got here because the medicine I get from these folks includes the Delta 8s. It's a better whole medicine for me. I was the 13th patient, medically speaking, in California, registered with this fucking state. I've got precedents. I've got judges and doctors telling me use my shit, use my CBDs, use my THCs, get off your fucking meds, and heal your liver. And now I got the state of Wyoming saying I can eat my body butter. I'm gonna be upset. That's a long story, and I'm gonna fucking challenge it in the court of law. And they can suck my booty if they don't like it. Love you, kid. Be safe. So that's why I'm looking to get arrested or fined or whatever on the first. Whatever it takes to get in front of a jury. Shit, man. Like I said, since the day I stood down from Davis, I've been trying to talk to somebody. ABC, CBS, NBC, C-SPAN, fucking CNN, fucking anybody, Fox, nobody want to talk to me. The big WB, none of them, fucking none of the talk shows. I got on George Norrie and Linda Moulton Howe, who was an amateur astronomer, said it was impossible that the moon's doing a fucking cartwheel at night. She hadn't noticed, and they poo-pooed me right off the air. So, you know, Linda, yeah, she is self-admittedly an amateur. Of course she hadn't noticed because she was an amateur. I was a helmsman qualified naval uh, seaman and trained to do that. So I understand her inability to comprehend anything. But I tried, is what I'm getting at. I've called the FBI several hundred times, and 3 in front of Polly in one day, just to make a point to her that it's not just the operator I spoke to, it's all of them. Hang up on me about time I get my name. They have got me on some kind of hang up list. And I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody wants to talk to the person that used to advise the senators and stood down because of a plot to kill them. Which amazed me. I get pulled over by state troopers and they're like, I'm sorry, Mr. Briggs, didn't mean to bother you today. Have a nice day. Get in a car and drive away. And I'm all like, where the hell is the Loch Ness Monster? Because that was weird. Shit. It is what it is. They don't want people to talk to me. They don't want me to be in a court of law. And I'm wondering, is Creator lining this up because it's under the radar? Is this really what's going on here? Am I actually going to get raw in the court? Get to throw some empirical evidence down in a court of law? Mother of God, over a misdemeanor on the very subject I happen to be somewhat of an expert on. I mean, I did the investigation to force federal legalization of the shit. So I got my start with Jack Herer, the king of hemp, father of hemp, wrote the fucking hemp. The Emperor Wears No Clothes, considered to be the hemp Bible, not the hemp Bible, but the true hemp Bible. I'd say I'm probably the most qualified for this fight. Creator put us here. I mean, who here heard that my intent when we came here was to fight some bullshit that I hadn't heard about in fucking Wyoming yet? I was looking for a dirt spot around here to blow glass, and I found this amazing spot. Is that coincidence? Is all that coincidence? Again, how many things got to line up for it to stop being coincidence? For old Captain Obvious over here to take it in his heart and realize, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. So here we are. And the sky, look at all the ripples in that shit. It's got going different ways of the fucking waves in the sky. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fucking huge ripples. You got your pulling down, pushing the energy from up top. Swirling magnetic swirl that is defined a big swirl with a lump in the middle, with all the swirly tendrils on the side over here. That's crazy shit, man. That's normal. Booby clouds. Crazy. Some of the, well, I'm sure all the governor's office knows something's fixing to go down. To different points. How close are they to the fucking actual, like, hub of people that think they're going to be saved by their bunkers? I don't have a clue. But I know some of them know every detail that Davis knew in 14. I have no question about that. How many know? I don't know. You never know until you call the senators and
Appreciate you.
doing as I do. I've looked upon it as an opportunity to throw out some information while I'm talking to these legislators that they might not be doing my civic duty, I guess. Oh, well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the politicians are actually kind of schooled on the fact that we're a corporation, um, and they sold their soul on that level. Just to let you in on a little secret, they realize red and blue is just for you. Fully. That's a way of life in politics. We're contracting to do stuff over the citizenry, depending on how high the corporation. See, everything's incorporated under one corporation, Crown Vatican DC Corporation, in 180 nations. Your town, counties, everything. Your corporates, your incorporated, all under the Crown Vatican. How high in the corporation are they? Yeah, not too high. The puppets over here actually don't really do anything, but they're all governed by the fucking hoopty big corporation, which is run out of the Vatican, and the crown controls the money, which is something you like your ass with. Never really needed it. It's just big lies that convinced us that we did. And instead of worrying about our neighbor being in a better situation than they are, we're more worried about profit. But in fact, when my neighbor's doing shitty, so am I. In fact. So that's the true way we should be rolling, and you don't need money to do that as a system. You just do it. And we do it. And how much goes to waste? Oh yeah, how many people go missing every year and never show up? They always need hot bodies down there in the fucking cities below us to do their biddings. As I understand, they strip us of our clothes and make us roll around naked, serving while they feast on the shit that we grow and slaughter for them. I've read that somewhere hundreds of times. What's up, E-Town? Nothing's changed. Except the volume of consumption has grown exponentially since those cuneiform tablets were written. Unacceptable.
Got a new mushroom up here on the
And some of these folks we talked to were very nice. Susan and from the Hobie and everything. But in the same manner, they fully admitted that they don't share these things with their own tribes. With a smile on their face, wondering, who do I work for? I don't work for nobody. Creator. You gave me a message, man. You want to hear it? Stop your hate. Stop your division. Love your neighbor's magnet. Become your magnet. Spread the knowledge. These people need it. We're on our side. Your corn's dying. There's too much brightness at night. It's called ultraviolet light from a blue spectrum sun that's creeping up behind your ass, killing your crops. We verified that with every damn tribe across the nation. Well, yeah, it makes sense. It does. To these senators that I spoke to today, it made sense too. Because, one thing they've noticed, their crops are dying. They didn't know why. And I heard it makes sense again from a legislator today. And he thanked me for my advice. I'm just going to take it to heart. So, and I mean, like, it was a heartfelt thank you because said it 3 or 4 times. I pieced together something he knew was going on. Obviously. I really kind of hope I end up in court. Just saying. Just a fucking misdemeanor. Oh, yeah, blow glass, so it keeps me keeping my beard. Speaking of which, check on our fan, young man.
You got a new mushroom.
What? It's bigger than Chico.
Little hot.
You're handing me bread.
0.
What's your
It's
own
only a
mushroom?
little hot.
Yeah, see, it's a perfect circle. 0.
It's only a little hot.
I hit you twice. So you got 0, 0.
So
So you're the ultimate hero.
Chico.
I'm gonna put this right on the top of the butt plug.
Eat him, Chico. Look at him, he's confused.
Chico, what are you doing? Hi.
Come back here, tell me.
Oh my God, where are you going?
Left me on again. I can't be traumatized. Left me on again. Really?
What now? First bud. He said, no, scratch my butt. No.
Don't do it.
He hasn't figured out the food chain yet.
Confused.
He's not sure who's in charge.
He's confused.
He is fuzzy.
Found
Kind of like the moon.
baffled.
Yes. Like a scientist. I believe that. If you happen to know any baffled scientists, direct them to Ron Max. But that other dude really got it there on the community page. Like 7th Street. I had straight put together for deep state NASA astronomy in Galveston one year. He told me, be careful sharing that information with you. I made a video. He said his nephew was rolling. I described the moon's rolling. And it clicked. It's like, fine, kind of obvious. There's a problem, Houston.
What are you working on today?
Here, bud. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Looks like you.
Nice.
I'm just putting the collar in the computer.
When do you pour it together?
Yeah, I'm just to do that next.
That's awesome.
Now warm up the collar. Make sure it's same temperature as the outside glass. It's got metals in it, so it takes a little longer for it to heat. Make sure it's shut it down.
Right, it's warm in here, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, good seeing you, Nick.
You too. Have a good night.
Right here. 0. Oh. There's a little working shop today, huh? Jess is out here. Tell me something. What am I looking at? So I just this is a simple question. How do you sit up here on the bench? Oh yeah, it's still there. So let me look at this again while I'm showing you what I'm looking at here. Are those undulating like field lines in this wall, or if I've been eating like a lot of acid today? It sure looks like the whole thing's crisscross pattern. It's waving. Shit, and look at it over here. Jesus. Okay, look at the shadow overhead. Dude, this is... Am I tripping? Am I fucking tripping? You can see that too. Okay. Because I didn't know if the fucking pattern was actually fucking with my eyes or if that sky is actually undulating. And look how it's traveling across the big drag. You see the drag in the atmosphere, right? And it's like a boat wake with the waves behind it. Look at this shit. That's the front of it. A different than that. That's a different one. But that's the front of that. Look at the interaction between the wave lines in the clouds. Like scales of a fish. Okay, so I'm not fucking just seeing shit. Thank you, Lily. Because it's fucking with my vision, and I'm like, did I hit myself in the head that hard that my vision is fucked up right now? Because that is fucking crazy. Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I'm glad you can see that. Oh, and it's radiating out everywhere. I haven't even looked at the sky yet. Look at it. It's radiating out everywhere. That's a big one. Boy, we're surrounded, people. Look at the drag on that one. Through the atmosphere. It's like a boat traveling that way. Look at it. It's pushing the clouds in front of it. You see that, right? I can see that. And this one's pushing the whole fucking sky out in front of it. Look at where the shadow is in your skyline. That's the size it opened up to one day when me and Richard were standing on the back of his fucking back porch. All this wasn't in the way. That planet's huge. And it passes overhead every day, crushing your fucking human. Don't let it get you excited. You don't mean no harm. And they're getting good at fucking covering their trails. That ain't man doing that. Look how it's progressing towards the opposite way where the weather comes. You know what I mean? That's against the fucking weather that's happening. That thing's making progress towards the mountains. Along with the bigger one. You see the splash in the clouds, right? You can see that. And the body pushing it. The body pushing it is a moon, a planet. Oh, oops. Planet-sized moon. That's your behemoth. That's a planet. Oh, here's another moon. Over here. We got them all over on this side, probably. 1, 2, 3. Look at that shit. This is exciting. Yeah, I thought my eyes were fucking with me. Because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, wait a minute, those things are moving. And they're moving like, did it not fucking like wind? They're moving like magnet field lines would move in asphalt. I've seen that before. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't fucking crazy. because I know what I'm looking at. Whole bunch of crazy. Look at all the cross patterns over here with microwaves and the push in the field lines coming across these fucking clouds, dude. It is quite exciting, isn't it? Look at all this energy. You know, wonder what frequency this one's at. Probably meek. I'm betting. Oh, you hear it, that fucking magnet right there, bud. There's a lot of sky to see here in Wyoming. I really like looking at what I'm seeing. I mean, if nothing else, it's 10 times the confirmation I need to know what time it is. I want to know the season. Here in the 3 months. After January, all bets are off. But I'm telling you now, our government wants the flip. Blue sun, of course. I'm giving it till October, and we're nuked. I'm hoping to have met with Mr. and Lil personally. See how that goes. This is the year. This is the last year. I think that's real evident. It doesn't it? Looks like an eye in the sky. Crazy. Yeah, it's definitely not wind causing that. It's stretching all the way back. Look at that fucking field. It's right above me now. Pushing all the clouds this way. What time is it, baby? 5:40. It's about 6 o'clock. I've promised myself to pamper myself a little bit while I'm here and go to this $15 fucking all-you-can-eat buffet. Right now would be a good time for me to load up and go. Oh, pipe I got started. Love this fucking sky out here. Howdy, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just working. Yeah, what are you doing?
I think it looks better in the case
Yeah.
than it did in the back. Double 14 millimeters. Here's my little alien view. That's some bubbler to the one he's inside. That's some of the stuff I did this week. It's almost 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have fish in my freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna have sausages?
Got sausages.
What night should we go indulge?
Google says they're open their same hours the entire week.
No, today's off day.
Mm-hmm.
I propose we go pick out. On Constituent. When peanut butter chicken, it is amazing. I was like, what the fuck? That is delicious.
Right up on the shelf, right up on the consecrated glass case, right behind Temples. There's two gray buckets. Right to your left, there, right on top of the shelf there, behind the edibles, yeah. There you go. Sorry. Ashley asked me to put them there behind you. I was like, okay. No, I'm gonna close her.
You want to close?
I'm gonna close, yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive I'm not.
Let's do this, sure.
Last day. It's not working. It's the last day of January, so it's not mine.
Yeah, so Sunday, if ever this goes through, we'll be checking out that show. That. Me and Ashley, Karen, and Ashley, and some stuff. So we got the new lawyer. She said that she didn't have to file by Wednesday morning because the two lawyers that did all the work in Colorado already did the work. So she just has to file with the state and get permission and then get the paperwork from him. It says that he's not the lawyer no more, but she said that could come in later and file it. She said by Friday they should be hearing on it, and Monday or Tuesday there we shouldn't have to change nothing mostly. So and she said then if that's the thing. She's like, but in the meantime, I'm going to find all cops, sheriffs, and DAs and stuff, emails, and put them in a group. So if this all goes through, I can email them to them, so every cop in the world knows you can't fuck with motherfuckers now. And then we will make sure this lasts at least a year. I was like, if I can get a year, I can get enough to give my employees tons of fucking time, tons of hours, tons of business, and then I have enough to save up that I can buy my leases out. And then after that, we can just cruise through the rest of our leases. Try to figure out what the fuck we're doing with our life. I hope so. South Dakota was supposed to veto this bill and they haven't done it yet. So they want to like hold down trying to see what South Dakota's going to do at the exact same fucking time. South Dakota's supposed to have everything on the shelf by first, but South Dakota is influenced by Florida. He just vetoed the bill. South Dakota says they're going to follow suit. So I'm hoping to hear today or tomorrow that South Dakota says, fuck this, we're vetoing the bill, go the fuck away. And then Wyoming will be like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's work. They are. Hello? Hi. How are you? Good.
Yeah. And they changed it so many damn times. You mean turn the light out? Good.
Well, these are new.
Yeah, I like it. I didn't. I don't want, he's not involved in it. He's still a part of it because he pitches in a couple $1,000. So to exclude him from suing us in the future, we included him in this new thing. We're moving forward. Everyone as a whole, no one has a single decision. And since this is all going retarded and haywire, I told him that Friday I am going to set up the committee if I get more involved to help with this shit because obviously the dude that owns the most head shops in the state is just here for himself and don't give a shit.
It is, isn't it? This green and white, it also in the Maxed Out brand is called,
It's a lady actually.
it's orange bag.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll talk to her about it Friday, but
So Boss Man has changed his lawyers, and I'm probably going to get in touch with her on Friday, maybe Saturday this week. Yeah. They're filing an emergency injunction against the law. So, as beautiful as the night is and windless, I'm going to elect to take the land yacht off to go eat us some hibachi fucking grill tonight. Oh, you can eat.
I think it fucks.
Yeah, Chico doesn't get anything tonight. He just gets to smell our breath. Oh my goodness. Things are looking exciting. You know, our sky is amazing. It's fucking beautiful out here. You don't get to see that much sky everywhere.
True.
We're gonna go like Wyoming. I don't like the cold though.
I don't like it either.
It gets cold around here.
It does.
We're at 37% charge.
Where's the puppy?
Chico? He's in his little habitat.
He's just being fed.
Yeah, he likes the love. We are fixing to go get some dinner. I have worked up an appetite to do it.
What are you guys doing?
Hmm?
What are you guys doing that here? Good. What
What are we doing?
are you guys doing?
No, sleep mostly. Cook dinner. Sometimes I poop. Take a shower. It's like a little house on wheels.
So you guys take showers in there?
Got water pump, everything. You can take a shower out in the middle of the road.
I wish I could go see it, but
It's an upside down mess. It looks like it probably looks like a room. I'd be careful because I throw glass in here. So seriously, don't try to push down the trash or anything. Because yeah, I've done that before myself. Knowing that I threw glass in there and cut myself. So don't do that. It's my warning to you. It's official.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we're fixing to go. I think we're going to the hibachi tonight. get us some all you can eat chicken because I'm too damn skinny. Look at me. I need all you can eat chicken, man. And I'm actually feeling almost within the facilities where I could drive safely. I almost knocked myself out the other day. What? Because I was laying down in the RV and I was heating up pizza. And then I woke up realizing that I had fallen asleep with the oven on. So I kind of sat up real quick to go get it, and the cabinet stopped me. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine my surprise. Shit, it knocked me right back down. He said he heard boom.
Who, your son?
Oh.
Just across the
He was across the RV. He wasn't looking, but he could tell something had happened. I didn't let out a delightful sound after the boom.
You guys just drive over there?
Yeah. Yeah, wait, Chico can be at home at least that comfortable, right? But yeah, that's our vehicle. It's our little land job. We've driven it a lot of miles since we got it, all around the nation, twice now. And then up around Canada this last time when we came back. I kind of like it. I like your mom and dad. They're cool people. We got a really nice store. I'd like to see it stay that way. You know? So we're going to stick around, see what we can do to help. But right now, I'm going to get something to eat. Y'all ready to go? You need gas, baby boy, if you would. And do me a favor, kick on that fan so I can vent the room so it don't smell like farts in the shop. Thank you, sir. He likes new love, new people, new sniffs. He's a good boy. All right, bud. Thank you. Nobody can get in here where they can hurt themselves.
What, are you guys coming back?
Yes. I'm just going to dinner. I don't feel like cooking tonight.
Why?
Because I usually do. And I feel like having someone else cook. It's worth it to me. I need more sustenance. I'm willing to cook. I'm going to dinner. I'm going to dinner. We're hitting the hibachi.
Oh, you are?
I'm hungry.
Good for you.
I've decided to do that once a week, just
To go to
to
hibachi?
pamper my ass.
If you decide to.
I've been cooking my own meals for a year and a half, just putting everything I make into the gas tank. Guess what? I am gonna put stuff in my gas tank for the remainder of my stay here once a week at the hibachi. All you can eat sushi and peanut chicken. Here
I
come.
love that peanut butter
I
chicken.
know.
It's so good.
I told Seamus, I said, I've never really had a peanut butter chicken that I've liked, but this one I'd fight for it, man. That's
Yeah,
some
for
good
real.
stuff. It's some
For
good
real.
stuff. So we'll see you later.
All right, Francis.
We're gonna go eat. Have a good night, Eric. Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm on the way to dinner. Y'all have a good night. Hi.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Great. I just got off work.
Nice. See, these people make people happy just to be here. Guy. No. If you live in a 3 Suns close to Parahila, it's the facts, Jax. Right yonder. That's the male. I think. No, that's the dove. We saw the male come this afternoon. He made it off that way, but that's his girl right there. I wonder where he's at. He made it over here. They're quite regal beasts. They're mule deer. I don't plan on eating it. I just observe it. I shot it with my camera. Pretty deer. She doesn't like being stared at by Chico. It's his fault. What the hell? Ugh. I don't know if it's YouTube or what was going on with that bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna have you all along for the ride. Might as well. You're here. We're gonna go eat. What's up, Sick?
You're fucked, Chico.
He is Genie.
You are shit fucked.
Yeah, he's closely guided and guarded.
I got you, Chico. Now what?
Seamus rarely lets him out of his shirt, let alone. Yeah, the leash he's on is only about 6 foot long.
What are you doing? I got you.
It's been whittled down over the years.
What are you doing?
Let's see if I can make that stick.
Where the fuck? Get him in his butt pillow. Get him in his butt pillow, Chico.
He is quite special, little dog. Well, whatever he is. He isn't quite a dog.
He's teeny.
He is teeny. He is.
Who's teeny?
But he's definitely no apex predator fucking wolfhound dog. That motherfucker.
Who's more pathetic than Lucy?
Well, the Chihuahuas were derived out of desert foxes. They're out of foxes. It's not wolves. So right there takes, in my eyes, the canine right the fuck out of his ass.
I would eat him, Chico. I wouldn't think it.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, let me have the Chico. I was like, Patch is going to eat Chico. And then she didn't.
She didn't. She crawled up to him on his bare belly.
Yeah. Begged him to play. It was ugly.
Playing the ants.
I'm feeling a lot better, thank you. I'm actually feeling safe to drive to Hibachi and go eat some all-you-can-eat buffet for $15 tonight. Because I've decided to do that once a week because we haven't been at all.
Yeah.
And we've been just skimping by.
The new AC unit.
I don't have to do that. So I'm going to gain some of the 40 or 50 pounds I've lost this last 2 years back. And I found me a good all-you-can-eat sushi Chinese with peanut chicken. I'd fight for
It's time to go
deliciousness for $15. I'm like, let's do that.
It's time to go ham. They don't have crab, but they got peanut butter chicken.
They got peanut butter chicken. They got shrimp. They got some amazing fucking salmon. It's good food. Fresh sushi. The guy's standing there making it, keeps it covered so it doesn't get any sneezies on it or anything. I mean, like, keeps each plate individually covered with his own, like, attitude of, I can't believe he just left the plate open. I love it. I fucking love it. I've seen him look down people because they left the plate open with his sushi and shit. It's like, fuck, that's good stuff. They'll flip the cover back over on it. So yeah, I've just made that decision that I'm going to gain some of my pounds back at the expense of this poor restaurant. It's good stuff. And the cool thing is, it's kind of simple to get to. I just go down here and hang a right. And it runs right the fuck into the parking lot. In a few miles. It's a little bit of a drive. But don't worry, I'm paying for gas too. I just sold off all our glass. I ordered a new case of clear and a rainbow of collar tubing. About 10 color tubes. So I'm going to have enough glass to work for fucking months again. We're down to, let's say 4 tubes in that last case I bought. Because I've been rolling through it.
Yeah, you got colors.
Now we got collars and everything. Yeah. We've been able to stock my glass supply and all that shit. Gas we used last time out of that case. I'm buying dinner with tonight. And that $300 order of glass that I just made. So we got a lot of glass coming. Because I got cheap colors. But they're pretty. I mean, it's amber. It's just not expensive. It's not made out of gold or anything, so it's inexpensive. If I got pink, it would cost me $60 a tube, but I found tubes that cost me 10. So here's my excitement. I can't wait to get my glass here in the next couple of days.
There's the Mormons.
Yep. I've never seen anybody at this temple, and I keep wanting to stop at the temple and visit people, but nobody's ever here. So that's curious. I understand it's a bunker. It's been built by them out here.
Okay, our
That's a rumor.
bathroom door tether has been broken. Our bathroom door tether has been broken.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It ripped itself off of its metal bit.
God damn it, Chico.
So the metal bit's just able to stick there. The plastic strap just slides off.
Okay. I don't know.
The door will not be able to be secured.
Thank you. I didn't know that. I'll fix it.
To keep it, but
It's all good. I'll fix it. I'll figure something out. I have to help you so you know what to do next time.
get it cheap.
Look at all these fucking turtles with the fucking shit between them, walkway between them, turtle
Walkway.
walkway. I mean, one after another, repeated. Are you kidding me?
They live right in it.
You couldn't find a different model home. You had to copy mine and turn it around backwards.
Not just homes, it's generators.
I know, I'm just saying, you know. That's how housing developers do that shit. They get one model and then they flip it. They add a gable to it. A small difference between your house and theirs. But
Maybe an extended window.
yeah, the same floor plan. Exactly. Yeah. That's what they did here. With these fucking hills, mesas, and mountains. It's fucking amazing once you see it. You can't unsee it. And then you see it everywhere. It's like, fuck.
Why is the landscape repeating?
And funny, everywhere you see it, you find turtle flippers. It's
Other than Michigan.
Yeah, other than Michigan.
Snakes.
We found a lot of snakes up there in that complex. Well, there's a story behind that. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Ninja Gita was there with Bardic harvesting the silver before Lil came in. And they were forced to leave that location. That was their location. That wasn't in Lil's that we discovered. That's the significance. That's a different hole right there. That's actually to the holes of a minty. Dun, 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 dun. The residents of the Lilites, we'll call them. I know Lil's dead, but it's his bloodline. The Lilites that carry power here still reside in North America, ruling over the Canaanite tribes, and the Jesuits through Yahweh. It's insane. It's a fucking sanity at best. Anybody could fucking keep following these fucking people after all this fucking shit. Holy cow, man. It's crazy. I sound crazy, but it's real. I mean, we've got physical proof. We've got confirmation from tribe after tribe after tribe after tribe. Oh my God. We don't even share that information with our tribes. Who do you work for? Well, you see, I read your little god's writings about themselves and figured it the fuck out. Who? I did my homeworks. Damn. I don't have any other answer for it other than Creator, pointed us in the right direction. They don't like either one of them sometimes. Get all in the face. How much money you want? For what? Offering you information for free. You want to listen? Dun, dun, dun. That'll freak them out. Free! Run! Okay. He wants all the casino money. Free. No, really, I don't. I would like you to tell your tribe what's going on. That's all. That's all? That's all? That's all? Really? Who do you work for? Fuck me. People ain't used to people doing stuff like out of their hearts to fucking change the world in a better manner. Policy, I know that. Oh, it's been a great couple of years, folks. On the road there, really kind of put it into perspective real well. The division inside the Canaanite tribes themselves, and how some of the wisdom holders have obviously died out of some of the tribes because the wisdom ain't there. And the ones that we talked to in Utah, the 87-year-old lady been trying to get down to the Hopi for a long time, talking about, so that's why they won't let us in that camp. I was like, oh shit. Someone got reason to be pissed. Yeah, she does. And people like the senator I spoke to today, he thanked me profusely 3 times for taking my time and sharing the information I did with him. The heartfelt thanks. He was aware, very sorely aware, that something was going on, but he wasn't sure what in scope. He could tell it was huge, but he had no idea. And I clarified, as I do in 10 minutes with the senator, everything that I could prove in court of law. And he now knows. And it pieced together quite a few little pieces of the puzzle, including why has my constituent's brain been dying for the last few years consistently at about knee height? Well, my friend, because they require rest at night, but the UV levels at night have been rising steadily over the years to the point that it's affecting several crops now that are going hermaphroditic, seeding inside themselves, they're growing their seeds, or sprouting inside the squashes, tomatoes, and such. And there's a bunch of oddities going on with our food supply. And they're trying to figure it out. And some of them haven't been able to, obviously. $2.89 is a good cash price. But after this phone call I had today with the senators, they're pretty clear on what's going on. And I was being thanked yet again by me for offering information that might be helpful.
Did you read what Second Tide said?
No, I'm driving.
Well, I mean, like, down back there.
I haven't seen the last two.
Like, what was the last what you saw?
I don't know.
We're talking about Chico. I've seen Chico.
Yeah, I saw that.
Gravel says, enjoy your dinner.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Todd?
Change his name.
Yeah. It's no longer the kid. It's battle mode.
I've been just circling for the last fucking good couple of minutes because my surface likes to cut out apparently today.
The human spiking,
Uh-huh.
you know. Oh, look at all the cars on Wednesday. See, I'd hate to come here on a fucking Friday. I don't care what they have. What they have during Wednesday is fucking amazing. Oh, I like this place. I'm so hungry.
I wonder if there's any new puke splashes.
We came rolling up in here the first night, and there's splatters all over the parking lot. I was like, oh, this is the place I want to be.
This is the good piece.
When you see that, you know people just made it to their car. It ain't food sickness. That food was delicious to the point it caused them to gorge themselves.
Puke half of it up.
Food sickness don't hit you that fast, man, unless you're allergic to seashells. Anyway, thank you. I'm going to enjoy dinner. I'm going to cut the feed now, so go in here. It's just going to be Chico.
The occasional butterbear or fly that passes by.
Yeah. I love y'all. We will commence again probably tomorrow morning. Like I said, on the 1st, we're going to be live casting to see if anybody comes in trying to confiscate my body butter. And if they do, they're going to
Wish they didn't.
wish they hadn't, I suppose. You know, if they're fans of prohibition. Love y'all. Have a good night.